It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Check right.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Huntley. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he... Touchdown!
Jamison Williams, halfway to 100 now, with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
24 yards the game there. Another first down as well. Huntley to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, Huntley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Back to throw. Huntley. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
10 cycles.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And that's the first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
That one goes for 8 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Down. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Huntley. Throw left side, taking it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's got room at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Off play action. Huntley. Under pressure, and they got to him again. sacks now for him on the year.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
They will run it with Swift here.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. That's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Huntley.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Go! 4 yards remain for second down.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
28 yards.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Found his target, it's Anderson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. In motion left comes Williams. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 2nd down and 8.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
52 blaster.
He'll drop to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown.
James Mitchell.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To throw again, Huntley. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. He's going to go up top again. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Texans. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 24.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.